Hi, this is Gina and welcome to my channel. I'm going to share an upcycle of a tea box. But let me tell you a little bit about this. I initially bought this at Goodwill and it was just wood. It was a nice wood box. So all I was going to do was decorate this inside. It had an indent. So I thought, oh, what can I do with that? I should have taken a before picture. So I'm going to do a little bit of close-ups. So there was a little dip in here. This is a tea box and I put some resin in there. And I messed up because I didn't protect the resin from going through the bottom. So I'm trying to fix it, so that's why I am perfectly imperfect. So I started with sanding everything down. I had to pry it open, which was very difficult. And then I decided to paint it gold. And the inside, I decided to do a collage with some sheet music. So let's see how it ends up turning out. So I went ahead and painted it this copper, and then I did this blue because these dragonflies were blue. So where did I get this from? So I was at a yard sale with my friend Cindy. My friend Cindy is one of my nicest friends. When I was going through my immunotherapy on my last one, she actually stayed with me. Even when I fell asleep, she just stayed there to support me. So this is going to her. So I found these pouches. So I cut them up and I cut these into squares and I did a collage first with those. And then I fussy cut each one of these dragonflies, even these little flowers. And then I glued them in. And I felt something was missing. You may notice these little sequins. So I bought a detash from Gina Loves to Craft, and I thought, oh, perfect. I'll just lay them in there. And then I put the shellac on top. So the top of it has a texture. Let me see if I move this up a little bit. You can see. So I just did little circular turns with the brush, and it kind of gave it a little bit of a texture. I like texture versus smooth just because if anything happens to it, you really can't notice it. So let me show you what else I did. Because I had drip marks from the resin, I didn't want to paint over. So instead, I have this vintage sheet music, so I just did a collage all around. Otherwise, you would have seen the drip marks. So I did sand them down, but you could still see them and you could paint over. And then on the inside, I pulled these out and I painted them the same color of this blue. So it's a really big tea box holder, but I think my friend Cindy's gonna like it because she likes tea. So I bought some teas and I'll put a variety in there. Have you ever got something and really messed it up and then turned it around? If you did, please note in the comments below. I would appreciate it. I think at one time or another we do find something, we mess it up, and we just try to recreate it. So if you like this video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up there in the corner. Thank you so much for stopping by. I greatly appreciate your visit. If you would leave some comments as well, that means a lot to me. So thanks again, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.